I'm not saying that today's video is gonna be the dumbest thing we've ever done on this YouTube channel. It's pretty hard to beat the firework-laden floating truck bed boat from a few years ago.
Foam insulation, we got spray paint, we got zip ties, we got flag, we got fireworks, we got a paddle.
We have a paddle?
We have a shovel. A shovel. It's like a paddle. Hey, there's no wake zone. Alan has acquired a kayak paddle that he's hitting fireworks with, and we can now actually, for the most part, make it some distance. So I'm just gonna start launching fireworks.
But it's also not gonna be the smartest video because today we're working on my electric scooter. Kind of. This is my Segway Ninebot scooter that I actually bought off of Kickstarter 6-7 years ago when this whole electric scooter thing was getting going. And it worked fine when I lived in the city, moved out to the suburbs, and it's been used maybe once or twice since then, mostly chasing my dogs around the neighborhood. And it mostly sits, which is really sad because I recently went to turn it on and start it, and it won't turn on anymore. So I thought the battery was dead. So I plugged it in. It has an onboard charger. You just plug it into power. It makes a beeping noise, and it doesn't charge. I've left it plugged in for days at a time, and it won't take a charge. According to the exhaustive research I've done on the internet, there could be a couple problems with it. It could be a bad battery control module. It could be bad battery cells. What it seems like more likely than not, the problem is, because I let it sit for a long time, is lithium-ion batteries. You let them sit for too long, they'll go below a certain charge level, and they'll start to damage themselves, and then they won't take a charge. So there's a very good chance I let this get too low just by not using it, and now the batteries won't charge. So there's a couple ways we can try and fix that. One option is to attempt to disassemble this whole thing and try and basically jump the batteries to get them to accept a charge. The other, and the thing that I really like, is that this thing was actually built with regenerative braking. Back here in the back wheel, whenever it's coasting, going downhill, coming to a stop, it actually forces power into the batteries. So some smart people on the internet have said, you can actually take these things out for a walk them enough, force enough power into the batteries, and they'll come back to life. The thing is, it's hot outside in Texas, and I don't want to be the fool taking my scooter for a walk in my neighborhood, so I've come up with a better idea. I present to you my great idea. So what we're gonna do is we're going to build a device to tow my scooter behind my Polaris Ranger. The thought being that one, I won't have to push it through my neighborhood, look like a fool. This will look much more normal. But as we tow it, our wheel back here will turn, the regenerative braking will put power into the batteries. It will be nice and supported and stable, not fall over, because I bought some clamps we can clamp onto here. We've got some boards, we've got all sorts of stuff to make sure this is the best use of my time today. And actually, once this is all done, I think technically I'll have gone from a 4x4 to a 6x6 hybrid with gas and electric powertrain. This is gonna be perfect. Now that I look at this, my original idea was to use some brackets and some 2x4s to make a brace that comes down and holds this whole thing steady. But I think we're actually gonna use my trailer hitch and just bolt something into these holes on my trailer hitch that comes back and hooks into here and just holds this thing upright. And really, I don't know if the front wheel is actually gonna be on the ground. We might elevate it so just the back wheel drags. We can put some weight on it with something technical like a cinder block and a ratchet strap. So I'm gonna get some tools out and get to work. This whole thing came together way quicker, way easier, and used way less parts than I thought it would. I bought too many clamps and bungees and 2x4s because all we used was the receiver hitch, or at least part of the receiver hitch, one 2x4 cut in half, a couple bolts holding the whole thing together. Up here we have a nice microfiber rag, which provides not only chafe protection for my nice powder coated finish, but also allows this whole thing to slide up and down on that post. And the scooter is actually connected just with one big beefy zip tie, so we can just snip this and get it on and off of there. And in the back, we have one cinder block, which I think accurately represents all of my weight. I probably weigh about the same as the cinder block. Ratchet strap down so that we get some weight over the back wheel so we can regeneratively brake, charge our batteries, and I think we're good to go. This thing is self-supporting. The kickstand is up. It's nice, it's stable. In theory, since this is on the handlebars, if I turn, the whole thing should turn. I just have to figure out how to back it out of my garage and up my driveway. Didn't think about that. It might back up, but I will see you up in the road and we're gonna start charging. Turns out my design is even better than I thought. All you have to do is remove the hitch pin. The whole assembly is removable. Can't believe I said this was gonna be stupid. This is the smartest, best engineering we've ever done here. I'm gonna hit the road. I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect this to go that well. It was perfect. I could, even if I planned it, I couldn't plan it to go this well. It had the perfect angle to it. When you went around turns, it leaned, and when you were a bump, it flexed, and this didn't fall off, so that's always a plus. I did get some really, really strange stares from some neighbors. One blue car was following me for a little while, but that's fine. I think they figured out that I'm not a threat. We're gonna get this off of here, get into the garage, and see if it turns on. Did we just actually do this? The moment of truth. Oh my god, the screen actually turned on. Oh my. The screen has not turned on before. Let's plug it in, maybe it'll actually charge. Let's see, I guess. Are you charging? Oh, this is heartbreaking. It's all plugged in and it still won't turn on. I've left it on the charger for a while and it got me. As soon as we got back, I pressed the button, the screen turned on for a fast second. I thought it was gonna work, plugged it in, and nothing, it's still dead. We drove about 2.5 miles. I don't think any more dragging it behind the Polaris is gonna help. Also, I don't think my neighbors want me to do that anymore. I got some really weird looks. So I should probably do the right thing, take it apart, test the battery cells, see if we've got low voltage in a cell. The battery pack could have gone bad from being discharged. The onboard charger could go bad. There could be an internal fuse. There's all sorts of things I can actually disassemble and check. That's not as fun as just taking it for a ride. But I guess, to be honest, we did fail at something. And as much as we hate pickle beers, I'm still trying to implement the fact that we should celebrate our failures. And we should celebrate those failures with allocated bourbon in a fine 0 to awesome decanter. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I mean, I'm gonna punish myself with this fine bourbon. And I'm gonna think about all the things that I've done while I'm here in my garage, because I actually can't leave my garage. This was my only hope to escape the house. Healy, as you know, doesn't run. Bug, I was working on it, had an issue waiting for parts. New old car, outside waiting on parts. And then my newest, most reliable vehicle, the 11-year-old 4Runner, that's at a body shop because I live in Texas and we have hail. So this was actually my only hope of escaping the house anytime soon. So please leave a comment. Let me know how great my design was, and that's really not my fault that I failed. We shouldn't drink pickle beers for failing. And enjoy being able to leave your home. I will be trapped here until the next video comes out. I might still be trapped here. Help. Uh-oh. Hey, what's going on? Demery. What are you doing? Why are you being so quiet over here?
I don't want to be on camera.
You literally just crawled into the garage.
I did, and I'm crawling out. Go away!